Peace to you guys. I'm following up on this with Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. I was dealing with you guys, and then I had to speed off for a minute. Sorry about that. We're gonna start back the discussion, and I got a couple of things I got to say, so we're gonna get to it. All right, we're gonna get to it. If you guys want to talk to me, say anything, feel free. Chat section right there. We're gonna pick it up one time. I got some stuff uh, to give you a scripture. We'll get to that in a minute. All right. My room is messy, man. There's the sunlight right behind me, right there. Beautiful though. A little strobish, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day. I want to get out there and do some stuff. We'll see if that's possible. It's 12 o'clock in the day. We'll see. So there's some things to pay attention to, but before I get to that, I just want to comment on a comment that Lift11 said, which I thought was just very interesting. And it's interesting how people can get butt hurt about something and literally just miss the facts on something. And it's just strange, man. It's strange when I see people acting out of emotion, not out of fact. Okay. So we were having this stream, which you guys are free to join the stream. Just let me know and I'll put you guys on the stream. And I want to show you something. So I'm going to go to screen share for a minute. The one thing about me, I don't like arguing with people. I like showing them stuff. There we are in screen share. And underneath this video here, which is Wilder to Radio Raheem, you know what I'm talking about. Lifted One made this statement, and I actually responded. He told me I'm making excuses for the dumb statement Raheem asked Wilder. Your people, man, you Christian Negroes rarely have issues when y'all hear some pro-black talk. You can hear Fury state his people being persecuted for 1,000 years. I don't remember that at all, bro. But somehow you're trying to make the events fit into your scenario. Shaking my head. First of all, Fury never said that. He never said his people are being persecuted for 1,000 years. I think you're mixing them up with Conor McGregor. I think Tyson Fury clearly said that he comes from a history of people who've been fighting for 200 years. Talking about the gypsy people who would move around and fight and box. And so that's what Tyson Fury actually said, Lifted One, just to correct you. And in addition to that, Tyson Fury was basically talking about his lineage. He comes from a lineage of people and boxers who, because he was a lineal champion, his lineage goes all the way back to John Sullivan. So it's all of that he was talking about. He wasn't talking about his people being persecuted, the gypsy people being persecuted. You know, the gypsy people are still looked upon in different places as derogatory. He proud to be a gypsy. That's not what he was talking about. In fact, I never remember Tyson Fury ever saying that, you know, he was a persecuted people and they still have to fight to this day. He never says that. That's Conor McGregor. You mixing up people. All right. So you got your facts all around, Lifted One, and that's because you're biased towards Deontay Wilder. And you'll notice I'm not trying to be biased towards anybody. But since you're being biased towards Deontay Wilder, this one's for you. So go do some homework on Deontay Wilder and look at his fight against Deandre Abrams. Deandre Abrams. It's not written in BoxRec. I can't find Deandre Abrams anywhere in BoxRec. But he faced a dude named Deandre Abrams. And that fight was stopped because Deandre Abrams wasn't throwing back any punches. But defensively, Deandre Abrams was handling Deontay Wilder. And that's a note to Wilder that Tyson Fury would have done his homework on that already. And his team. Wilder's supposed to have all this power in the world, yet he couldn't even drop nor stop Deandre Abrams. This is before he was called the Bronze Bomber. By the way, Deontay Wilder started being called the Bronze Bomber in his 14th fight. That's alter ego or sobriquet, you know, that he added to his resume. Okay, he wasn't always called the Bronze Bomber. He was called Deontay Wilder. And that's what Tyson Fury was calling out on him. You know, that's why he said he's fake. Y'all don't like to hear this. I don't care. for once, I agree with Tyson Fury, and for you to say that I'm against black boxers, I know a guy like what's my dude's name? I forgot what his name is. And it's a common name. I just can't remember his name. But he has a boxing channel where he supports, you know, black fighters, and that's cool. I mean, there's a lot of black fighters. Andrew Ward proved himself. Floyd Mayweather proved himself. Pernell Whitaker, Roy Jones Jr. Currently, we got Keith Thurman getting under fire for certain things, which is unfair to him. We have lots of black fighters that people talk about. Even Terrence Crawford was considered boring until he started knocking out people. So I understand the bias against black fighters. And Deontay Wilder is a good, solid boxer. That's not the point. The point is that folk be talking about Deontay Wilder, but they're not really paying attention to what really is going on with Deontay Wilder. All right, I'm letting y'all see pieces of this fight here. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. I'm gonna speed it up a little faster than normal because I want you to see what Wilder doing to this dude. Nothing. Defensively, this guy is not hurt. If he had so much power, this guy should have been on the ground in a couple seconds. That never happened because the guy was really good defensively. And if Wilder can't do nothing to this dude, Wilder has improved a lot since then, but nonetheless, if he could do nothing to this dude, that means his power ain't as great as people making it out to be. See, he threw a right, it was blocked, blocked again, and blocked again. Dude just straightened up and kept on fighting. And he started walking Wilder down. Why? Because he got the high guard, so he could walk to him. He finally even started to work his way onto the inside of Wilder. I'm just saying, I don't know about you guys, but I just want you to see something because you see, I'm showing you guys something. You guys always overcompensate for the negative things that happen to a boxer. Y'all don't look at the reality. Y'all don't look at the truth. I'm not like other people, man. I don't just see, dude didn't get hurt. I'm not one of those guys who, because I know a fighter has been unfairly judged, because a lot of people unfairly judge Deontay Wilder. All right. Now, he fought some pretty good competition. Luis Ortiz being his best competition. But he ain't fought competition on the level of a Tyson Fury. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying he's not going to be competitive in that fight. I'm not saying he even wouldn't win the fight. But I'm telling you, he's not knocking out Tyson Fury. That's not happening. That's one prediction he's going to get wrong. Nice body shot there. That's the only thing that landed just now there. The guy blocked everything else. It's giving him different looks. You're going to walk right into him. Look at him slip underneath, and he's on the inside right there. He's trying to get to the inside now. Bobbing and weaving and all that. Wilder be digging shots, all of them blocked. All of those shots blocked. And this guy ain't even in the best of shape. All right. I'm just saying. Yo, I don't know what you people think. You people think it's all about power and stuff. Boxing ain't about power. Boxing's about angles and timing and placement, footwork, that kind of stuff. Wilder has to keep range and distance to let his punches be effective. He don't got short chopping punches. He got to extend. He got to get full leverage. So what happens when you take that away from him? What's he going to do? Sergey Kovalev, same thing. They're mostly outboxers with power. They call them punchers, boxer punchers. Wilder needs to use his jab. Like, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand how this boxing game is. I'll be telling y'all guys things so you guys can understand the boxing. Some of y'all get carried away with everything else but the boxing. Look, this is Wilder offloading. All of that stuff. All of it's blocked. Dude blocked everything. He has no power once you cramp him for space. Wilder has no power once you cramp him. He has to make room. See? All of that. All of that. The guy called off the fight. I don't know why. So the guy will protest afterwards. The guy's looking and protesting. See, he's protesting. See, he's not knocked out. Dude will go back to the ref and say, why'd you call it off, ref? They'll say because he didn't throw back any punches. He's like, man, I'm defending myself. What are you talking about? And then his coach will come and ask him, why do you call off the fight? Dude will walk around saying, why'd you call off the fight? Because he's not hurt. He's not punch drunk, nothing. Dude's still protesting. DeAndre Abrams still protesting it. Why'd you call off the fight? Wilder's walking around the ring saying he won. He ain't done nothing. He ain't even hurt the dude. Guy goes back to his corner wondering what on earth just happened. And of course, the ref just takes up the scores and goes away. Now, you got to remember this stuff. Why I'm saying this to you is because Wilder looks exciting and everything, but is this the way how they want to stop a Tyson Fury fight? That's the way they're going to stop it? Wilder ain't hurt the dude, nothing. He just threw a bunch of flurry of punches, and that's what wins him the fight? Is that how we going to do it? Now, you got a decent defense, and Tyson Fury has one. Wilder's not going to knock you out. So when Wilder's saying he's going to knock out Tyson Fury, good luck to him. God bless him. I hope he does. All right? Because the only way that's going to happen is if Tyson Fury decides to offer his chin to Wilder and keeps his chin in the way so Wilder can hit it, or offers his body to Wilder, doesn't roll punches, doesn't box like he normally does, then Wilder's going to stop him. But if Tyson Fury is Tyson Fury in there, or the best, even the best, even he don't even have to be the best Tyson Fury in there, Wilder's not doing him squat. Wilder works off the jab, just like his trainer worked off the jab when he was a welterweight. Tyson Fury takes away that jab, Wilder has nothing. Listen to me again. Tyson Fury takes away that jab, Wilder has nothing. Nothing. He has a prayer. He's got a hope. He's got a puncher's chance. And Tyson Fury will take away Wilder's jab. Wilder will have to resort to something else. That's all Wilder is a jabber. Tyson Fury is not just a jabber. I told you this game is going to be a game of chess. I want you guys to see what it is, why Wilder's so riled up, why Wilder's trying to summon all his energy and will to beat Fury, because he's got an uphill battle to take. And all you guys who getting angry because I'm talking about black fighter and, Wilder, he's a black fighter. He never got the credit he deserved. Dude, I give Wilder all the credit because he's a world champion. Somehow, some way, he got to where he got at. But the guy who he's facing, he's not Luis Ortiz. The guy who he's facing is not Gerald Washington. Was outboxing Deontay Wilder until he got tired. Okay? This is a nimble, skilled boxer who boxes entire life. Generational boxers he comes from. He got pedigree. There's a reason Tyson Fury is where he's at and why he beat Vladimir Klitschko. You look at guys like Anthony Joshua, it was a life and death battle with Vladimir Klitschko. With Tyson Fury, it wasn't. So it's not, and Klitschko showed that he was athletic and he could move and he got that 1-2 just like Deontay Wilder. He got it all. So it's not that Klitschko couldn't move in the ring and line up his shots. It's that Klitschko kept on getting hit when he did it, and the hits were one in which buckled him. So if Deontay Wilder feels he's just going to go in there and, box Fury, go to the body and execute his plan, and then somehow, some way with his will his way to knocking out Fury, he's got another thing coming, bro. This is not an easy fight for either guy. That is all my point is. Unless the referee wants to give him the fight and call it a TKO stoppage where Fury may be blocking a lot of his shots and not firing back, if that's what they hope to accomplish. But then Fury won't be hurt at all. Is that what they accomplish? While they're overwhelming Fury with shots, Fury ain't going down, but just because he's not punching back, they call it a fight. Is that how they're going to do it? That's how they're going to do Fury in? So I say all this to say that boxing is different to sensationalism. Luis Ortiz was a good win for Deontay Wilder. Luis Ortiz, southpaw, slick, skilled, stopped a very good fighter in I forgot, Brian Jennings. Brian Jennings was winning the fight though, but he got caught. All right, that was a good fighter, Luis Ortiz. Deontay Wilder beat, but Luis Ortiz ain't Tyson Fury. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys over and over again. Now, Tyson Fury said something that's very true. The top heavyweights in the world, guess what? 4 of them are from Great Britain. And Tyson Fury was right. Great Britain's our place to become great and a world champion because there's lots of boxers there. He's right. Deontay Wilder's wrong. Okay? You look here, the top heavyweights are Dillian White, comes from Great Britain. Tyson Fury comes from Great Britain. Derek Chisora comes from Great Britain. And then we got, who's the 4th one? I'll come to me in a minute. Hughie Fury is the 5th one. 4th one. There's more than that. There's more than that. There's another one. All right. So he's right. I'm not seeing the person I'm looking for, but he's there. There's another Brit up in the mix somewhere. But yeah, 4 of the best heavyweights in the world, they come from Great Britain. He's right. More than any other country in the world. So there's a lot of competition there. When Fury's saying that he comes from a set of people who that's what they do, they fight. He wasn't trying to put down Wilder. It's just a fact. The gypsies, they fight a lot. That's what they do. So it's really hard when I see people trying to defend and talk about defending Deontay Wilder's statement and Raheem should not have asked him that and you people and all of that stuff. Look, man, as much as Radio Raheem, I don't remember him saying you people. I said what he asked, what do you mean by that? Now he may have said you people. I don't remember hearing that. What I took from Radio Raheem was, okay, you said 400 years they're fighting. So that what they did, boxing, taekwondo. He's literally talking about fighting because that's what Fury was talking about. And for some reason, you guys take it as he didn't get the 400 years of oppression. Come on, man. Come on. Don't be so touchy you can't reason with your cerebral cortex. And just because Tyson Fury called him boy, that's to get in his head, man. You know who else called? What's this dude? Conor McGregor called Floyd Mayweather a boy. Called him all kinds of stuff. All kinds of racist stuff, too. Floyd just went in, took care of business. Floyd never said nothing. He never reacted back. He never fought back. Floyd stayed calm, keep his composure, did what he needed to do. Made Conor McGregor suffer in that ring, beat him up, and stopped him in the 10th round. That's how you're supposed to do it. Teach the guy boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's Floyd. Apparently, Deontay Wilder don't know how to do that. Keep your composure, man. You be blowing up. You wasting energy. Save it for the ring. Don't let this guy get in your head. He was echoing everything Tyson Fury said to him. Fury got in his head. That's round number 1 to Fury. Keep your composure. Look at what the guy is doing. And do your game plan. So we'll see. I'm not mad at Deontay Wilder. I like the dude. I like that I defended Deontay Wilder on a number of occasions. Why? Because Deontay Wilder is a good boxer. He's a good boxer. But you don't have to trip like that, man. You don't have to trip like that. Be tripping all over the place. That's your weakness mentally. Don't let a guy get to your head so much. Then the guy's chuckling in the corner because he's triggered you. You're making him one up you already. Now when he goes in the ring, he gonna do the same thing. He's gonna tease you, bait, 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 and then bang, you fall for it. You fall for the trap. Don't do that. Keep your composure. Keep your composure. You might be ready to fight, but everything's not only about emotion. If you're just being governed by emotion, you won't get knocked out. You gotta be smart. But I feel Wilder and Fury just selling the fight too. Yeah, you almost bought into that extreme emotion, but I think Wilder is pretty much selling the fight like Fury. It's fun to see them both doing that and going at it. Yeah. Hold on a second. I want to see what you guys are saying because I know you guys are talking right now in the comment section. Y'all chatting up a storm. Huh. Don't ignore the body, Deontay. It should be there for you as Fury leans back. Invest in it. Not as easy as you think, Hop. It's not as easy as you think. Punish the midsection. You'll make the head more accessible later. He'll try. There's a problem. You know, this is why there's a lot of people can't land body shots on Floyd. He rolled the shots. And the angle at which he comes, he's so narrow that all you hitting his hands or shoulders or elbows. So you have to be careful. You know, and like I said, Deontay Wilder tried to go to the body with the other guy I just told you about. Fury had to square up a lot for Wilder to actually find a good target. All of these things you guys got to understand. It's not as easy as it sounds to go to the body. And then you can get counter punch up top. So, you know, that's why I told you guys it's not as easy as it sounds. Going to the body sounds easy. Not as easy as it sounds. You know, not just go to the body. You remember the stuff coming back at you. So you got to be careful. And the thing with Wilder is he fights better on the outside. That's where he gets his leverage than on the inside. When he has to do in-close shots, his power is compromised, just like Sergey Kovalev. Fury understands that. He's going to stay close to Wilder. He's going to walk right up on Wilder, be right up on him. You know, and then when he's ready, he can change it up and just have Wilder not even come in on him because, you know, he stick the jab in his face every time he try to come in. Because guess what? Fury got a longer reach. So there's a lot of things people are not factoring in this fight. And Fury's a boxer. That's what he do. So Wilder going to have to take punishment to come on the inside. And he could collect something. He could collect an uppercut coming in on the inside. And that could be it. So y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand what is going on in this fight. It's not an easy fight. That's why Wilder has to negotiate. He has to figure out how he's getting to the inside. You know, and he's going to have to know how to snap back at angles and how to bob and weave. I haven't seen him practicing bobbing and weaving. Got to bob and weave to get to the inside. So if he just doing a straight up and down fight like Klitschko, he going to stay on the outside. You're going to see him just standing on the outside of Fury all night. When Fury's ready, he comes inside and engages him. You guys just don't understand boxing, man. Y'all don't understand boxing. It's tough. You gotta understand boxing to see what the problems are. It's cool. So anyway, I wanted to just show you guys this, that Wilder, if he's not fully extending, he don't have full pop. He don't have full power. And Wilder's a guy, he don't have heavy hands. What he has is speed. He turns over the shot rather quickly so he can catch you, spark. And that's what sparks you out, really, or throws your equilibrium off. He probably has really good power, but he's very quick with it. So the speed of how he punches and also just the way how he turns over the shot is what really, he's good at that. He likes to do that that right hook. He'll go weak side and shoot that right hook on you. Try to get his position. But I don't think with Fury you can do that because Fury is going to cut off the angle and block it or slip it, and then he may counterpunch Wilder. You catch Wilder in midstream while Wilder's throwing that shot with full leverage behind it. Catch him in midstream there. Spark him out, man. Get knocked out. I don't think you guys understand what I'm talking about. So let me show you. So if I'm Tyson Fury, okay, and this Deontay Wilder fires a shot at me, a straight right. A straight right will come from this side. Come from this side. Let's see. All right. It'll come from this side to my face. Right here. Right? So if I roll under that shot and come up with my left, while he's trying to crack and extend that right, and I catch him on his face, he gets knocked out. I spark him out. Because he's coming this way. Okay, he's coming this way. And I'm coming this way. So his head, show you with my hand. This is his head here as he's coming this way. This is his head here. And I come this way. He gets knocked out. Understand? He throws a jab. Tyson Fury can do a number of different things. If you throw a jab coming from this way, you're coming to me here. It's a jab here. I can, since his right hand is on this side here, I slip this way, counter. I got a long reach. Counter that jab. I split the jab, counter. You understand? So here comes the jab. Split it, counter. I got a longer reach, so I'm going to land my right. Bam! Next thing, you're not throwing the jab no more. Because I could split your jab, counter your jab. It's boxing. So there's a lot of things you guys just don't understand about boxing that Tyson Fury does. And I'm trying to break it down, explain it to you why this stuff gets very difficult for Deontay Wilder. Give you another example. I'm going to have to pull away a little bit from here so you can see me better. This is me here. If I'm Tyson Fury, I'm going to be standing many different ways, doing many different things. But if I'm side on like this, elbow in hand, like a la Floyd Mayweather, I do like this, I do like this, and then I do like this, right? So I do like this. You're thinking, man, I could jab the body. So you slide down to hit the body, then I do like this. And then I come back with like this. Boom. I light you up. So you change levels and you slid in with the jab. I rolled it like this. And I came back. Boom, to your head. Right here. Or I shoot it down. Right? I hit you in the head. You get counterpunch. So that's the things that people don't understand because it's the stance. You have to watch it. Floyd Mayweather, you can try and go to his body, you can get nothing because he's covering here, he's covering here, and he's covering here. Right up here. Boom. Cover. What you going to do? You can't get to the body. And that's what Tyson Fury does. So him trying to slide to the pit and slide to the body and get the body, it's a trap. Tyson Fury can counterpunch him. He can come. Tyson Fury can come. He can come this way. Uppercut. He could come this way to the head. This way down. Or he could come this way to the body. He could come with his own body shot. He rolled this shot and he come back with a shot. Whop. All of that you can do. Okay. And if he wants to, he can catch it here and jab back. Whop. Or catch it here, whop, whop. Or you can come here, catch it here, and you can go whoop, whop, whoop, whop. Because he's a taller guy, so he might use the uppercut. Whoop, pop. Okay? Curtains. So you got to understand, it's not just jab to the body. I'm going to tell you what you need to do so you'll understand. Feint jab to the head, slide to the body, outside, weak side. You mightn't hit nothing. You might hit an elbow, pivot out this way, then pivot back. Hopefully you pivot back into a jab. You got to do, it's not as easy as it sounds. Oh, just go to the body. Nah, it's not easy. Depends on the guy's stance. When are you going to go to the body? Where are you going to the body? How are you going to the body? Wilder like to crash opponents. Let me show you what a counter puncher do to a guy who crashing. You start throwing combinations, especially hooks. You square up in front of your opponent throwing them hooks. That's the wrong thing to do. I could bump you. I can bump you with the shoulder. Floyd sometimes go under, roll this way, or you roll under, and then he bump you off. Okay. Then feint to the head, go to the body. Slide it in. I decided to slide in this way. I slide down and in. Okay. Now I'm right up on you, but I pivot off on an angle so you can't land your punch. You cramp for space. I cramp you, stab you to the pit, stab you to the pit, stab you to the pit. Pivot off the side. Stab to the pit. Roll. Pivot off to the side. Left hook. You got to understand boxing, but they'll be adjusting for position on the inside. Of course, Wilder want to push him off. And in between the push off, uppercut. Catch you with an uppercut. As you pushing me off, I'm stabbing you here all the time. So when you bump me off, it's boxing. You got to see it. You got to understand it. I don't know if you guys understand boxing, man. There's a lot to boxing. A lot of boxing. A lot to learn in boxing. Wilder's still on the job learning. He's learning boxing. He hasn't perfected. He hasn't sharpened he hasn't honed his skills yet. He's still learning. Tyson Fury is much further ahead than Deontay Wilder. He's not as crisp and sharp as Deontay Wilder. He's not as conditioned as Deontay Wilder. He's not an athlete like Deontay Wilder. But he knows his boxing. He knows his boxing. He knows what to do, when, where, how. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. So what you guys saying in the comment section? Okay, so you guys are just talking keys to how Deontay Wilder can win. It's not easy to get to people's midsection as you think, to keep them immobile. But you can. You can try and come in there, set up left hooks and stuff, and try and get to the body. But you got to be somebody like Canelo who can work your way into the inside. You got to be able to bob and weave, split jab, split, roll under. You got to be able to do a lot more than Deontay Wilder is capable of doing these days. He don't have it. And once you get to the inside, you got to stab on the inside. He don't know about that. See, there's a lot to boxing, man. You have to practice. And he's still learning. So is Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's learning. He's still stagnant. One sphere. He doesn't pivot. He doesn't do a lot of pivot work, Anthony Joshua. You just stand there in front of the guy, right in front of him in range, and he blocks shots. Can't do that against Wilder or Tyson Fury. These guys are movers. Anywho, I thought I'd just leave that out to answer out some of the stuff that you guys have been saying, because I'm kind of tired of hearing people pick sides and just be picking sides. You know, as much as I favor Tyson Fury to win, I don't think it's going to be this big blowout win. I think it's going to be a close fight because Tyson Fury has only fought Vladimir Klitschko in his premier boxing. Wilder don't have that. AJ has it, you know, and a couple of young champions. So they're all more or less on the same playing field. I just think Tyson Fury, because of his attributes and also his boxing knowledge, I think he's the best boxer in all of them, right? Wilder's probably the sharpest and the quickest of them. I think that AJ is all-round solid. I think he's, you know, all-round the one with the more belts. And so he's the more, what do we say, the more decorated of them. So AJ's the most decorated. Wilder's like the most athletically gifted, and also he's quick and he's sharp. I think he's the sharpest of them all. You look at his punches and stuff, they're very sharp. And I think Fury is the best boxer of them all. I think he's the best boxer bar none of them all. He's a little sloppy in what he does, but I think his boxing knowledge, his boxing IQ is beyond all those other guys. Then he proved it with Klitschko. He made that fight look easy. So that's what I think about those three. There's also Gerald Baby Miller. Everybody call him Fat Boy now, but I would love to see how Gerald Baby Miller handles top echelon competition. He has a lot of potential behind him. We'll see how things work out with him. Love to see him against Chisora or Dillian White. Definitely would love to see him facing one of those guys. I don't know if those guys would want to face him, but I would love to see that. So those are the guys I think in the division who really you should look out for. Well, that's my talk. You guys have a good one. Peace. Deuces. I know none of you guys can answer me because I always come from boxing facts. I always come from boxing. I'm not coming from social issues. I'm not coming from all of that stuff. I'm coming from boxing, man. That's what you guys got to understand. Shout out to you all.